Your daily schedule uses way more water than you probably expect. In fact, the average American uses 80 to 100 gallons of water a day. However, it's out of sight and out of mind.
You don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Your day-to-day life could be flipped upside down by the lack of water. However, many countries across the world are currently dealing with this problem.
There's a lakeside resort in São Paulo, but the lake is not there anymore. More than 9 million people in São Paulo get their water from the Contaminated reservoir, and it's less than 6% full.
But in rural Nicaragua, water is a scarce commodity. Little is safe to drink, or even readily accessible.
Not our problem yet, is it? Sure, it's unfortunate for those people, but as an American, why should I care? We're safe in America. Whenever I turn on my faucet, water comes out.
Truth be told, the water crisis in Flint, Michigan.
It's not safe to drink the water in Flint, Michigan.
To you, the people of Flint.
We turn now to Flint, Michigan.
Breaking news right now from Flint.
The Flint water crisis first started in 2014, when the drinking water source for the city of Flint, Michigan was changed from Lake Huron and the Detroit River to the cheaper Flint River. Due to the insufficient water treatment, lead leaked from the lead pipes into the drinking water, exposing over 100,000 residents. Flint residents were instructed to only use bottled water or filtered water for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and bathing. As of early 2017, the water quality has returned to acceptable levels. However, residents were instructed to continue to use bottled water or filtered water until all lead pipes have been replaced, which is expected to be completed no sooner than 2019.
This is a first world country. This had been getting news coverage for almost 3 years. Finally, it's resolved itself. One would think, right? We don't talk about this issue anymore, so it's not prevalent anymore. However, the issue has still not been solved.
I say tonight, as I have before, I'm sorry.
I think it's that out of sight, out of mind. You know, if there's not some ongoing crisis, people forget about it.
Milwaukee, deep into the heart of Midwestern America, a metropolitan city filled with life, people, and culture. One would think that this city would have constant clean water. However, this is seen to not be the case. The city is old, and while things we can see, such as buildings, are updated, other things underground, especially water pipelines, are very old and even dangerous to transport water through.
My name is Dave Strifling. I'm the director of the Water Law and Policy Initiative at Marquette University Law School. So I teach classes there in environmental law and water law.
The vast population of people in Milwaukee need to be supported by an extensive network of pipelines that run water throughout the city. But aging pipelines are beginning to cause alarm not only for public health, but for public safety as well.
You know, it is a major problem, and I always compare it to a patient who has some sort of illness or sickness. And what we're doing now is treating the symptoms. We're lining the pipes and trying to make sure that the lead doesn't flake off when it comes out, and that's what happened in Flint. But at some point, you got to take out that thing that's causing the problem.
The city of Milwaukee was home to the largest waterborne outbreak in American history in the year of 1993. The abnormal condition caused by this outbreak at the water purification plant lasted approximately a month, after which the plant was shut down. Over the span of approximately 2 weeks, over 400,000 people of an estimated 1.61 million residents in the Milwaukee area became ill with stomach cramps, fever, diarrhea, and other symptoms caused by the pathogen. Deaths have been attributed to this outbreak, mostly among the elderly and immunocompromised people, such as AIDS patients.
The overall fear of this event led to a thorough reevaluation of Milwaukee's water system. Along with this, more citizens began to realize that their pipelines were not without error. In essence, this awoke the great fear of water issues in America.
Although lead pipelines in Milwaukee were the launching point of this water scare, it is not as well known of an issue as other more prevalent cases, such as Flint. But there have been over 70,000 lead-lined pipes found in Milwaukee alone, which has cause for some concern in our civilized country. Flint, Milwaukee, and most likely even your hometown have all slowly leaked forward evidence of a growing, prevalent issue of water.
Now, looking at our city, Oshkosh, One would think that our hometown is safe from this plague of poor water quality. However, this is not entirely true.
Yes, so actually many people would be surprised to know that Lake Winnebago is relatively clean compared to much of the Lower Fox River and the Great Lakes themselves. In terms of not only chemicals, the Lower Fox River is more heavily contaminated than Lake Winnebago. It has PCBs and PAHs. It also has many more invasive species than Lake Winnebago.
Nevertheless, Oshkosh has taken many preventative steps in order to fix the overlying issues that exist instead of merely treating the symptoms.
Treatment systems are currently striving to solve any water problems before they affect the population, such as green and blue algae and the issue of the Fox River. The city itself is conducting a major reconstruction project to remove lead pipelines up to the citizens' residence.
However, one of the largest problems that remain is the lack of awareness of the overall problem. Little to no people are currently aware of the existence of these problems in smaller cities like Oshkosh, but it is vastly important to cure the illness instead of just treating the symptoms.
If this issue is appearing in some of the biggest cities as well as the smaller ones, imagine how many other cities around America have these same clean water issues.
Just because a person can't see the problem doesn't mean they shouldn't care about it, especially when the issue is more common than originally thought and is directly impacting the city of Oshkosh, our home. This issue in Oshkosh should really be a wake-up call for taking notice of similar issues in other places, now that we can see it is directly affecting Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, our city, certainly has water problems of its own, just as other cities across the globe are currently facing these same issues.
Looking at not just the water issues within American cities, but with the world in general, there are many more issues from outside of America. While people in California, Flint, and other places do have the right to complain about not having temporary clean water, there are also people from other countries that have to walk many miles each day just to obtain a necessity that they need to survive.
Almost 844 million people live without access to clean water. And for them, clean drinking water requires not just a push of a button or an opening of a refrigerator, but instead, much time and effort to obtain something that is never just expected. Additionally, with the population increasing each and every day, this issue of delivering easily accessible and clean water becomes harder and harder.
However, there's a simple solution solving this issue. There needs to be more of a focus across all nations for further developing efficient water systems, and just because someone may not be a part of a stable country, it doesn't mean that we can't help them. Everyone lives on the same planet, and in order to continue to prosper and progress as a global society, we need to focus on their basic needs first.
So instead of thinking as the world as divided into little sections we call countries, we need to work together as one and make sure that the most basic need of water is easily accessible to everyone on Earth, whether from a foreign country or not.